Hello there, parents. Welcome you guys to American Government this semester. Here at Stockbridge High School, we run a little something a little different. It's called the Legislative Semester. We'll give a little chance to see what this is all about and how it's a very unique experience for your students. So we'll kind of start explaining how what this whole idea of legislative semester is. It was a program developed by a guy named Steve Arnold in West Chicago. He was a teacher in the suburbs of Chicago. Developed this program down there in the 90s. He brought it back up here then after he retired. Allison Turner actually piloted this program here at Sauk Prairie last year, and when she departed the building, I kind of took over this curriculum as well. It's pretty unique in that it's a simulation-based curriculum, so it's very, very different in terms of learning government than either you did probably. Um, Instead of just learning about what government is and learning the ins and outs kind of through a textbook version, instead here we're learning government by doing government and by participating in government and by being government. And so it's a pretty unique experience your kids are hopefully going to be getting here at Sauk Prairie this semester. So what we're going to do, we've started off looking at our political identity. So what political identity is all about, what we believe and how it lines up to the two-party system here in America, here in the United States we know today. We'll do some issue group work and bill writing. So kids actually get to choose an issue they care about and try to make a bill about it. They're going to draft their own legislation, present it, and write a bill about it. During the same time, we'll do a mock election for our own leadership in legislative semester, as well as also doing the current presidential election as well, because we have to. We'll also do a mock committee and full legislature. These are going to be two in-school field trips where students will be presenting their bill to their peers and voting on it. We'll also spend some time with structure of government and how our government actually works. So I'll kind of give this different little diagram here, if you will, here. Here's kind of all the activities we're doing. We're doing debates and party declaration. We just did these where your students declare their political party. We'll do the election coming up here soon and the issue some bill writing. The full legislature I talked about. We have everybody together in one big group, and we're going to be running basically a full assembly session, debating bills, voting on bills. After that's all done, I actually want to do a formal executive and judicial challenge. So if some of our bills are passed or are vetoed, we may do an executive challenge and try to override that veto as well. So it's very simulation based, very active based in terms of all these activities that we do here, our party deck and our election, our issue groups and bill writing and committee day, where students will be in committees and pass or fail bills based off of their field debate. As we're doing these activities, it's more than just that. So through these activities, we're learning a lot of content. So we'll learn a lot about our current issues we do every day. Students are learning how to use parliamentary procedure in class right now. They'll hopefully understand legislative process and branch of government. They'll learn a lot about the Constitution, voting, how government influences people, how special interests impact government. That's all content we're going to work on here throughout these activities that you see up here. Lastly, while we're doing the content and the activities, your kids will learn a lot of good skills too. Right now, we're working on outside research, researching the bills that we debate. They'll be researching the issues that they choose. They're working on public speaking. We've given 2 little short speeches in class already. We'll give more as we go on here. They're working on how to write arguments, how to write a good argument. They're working on civil discourse, how to discuss the issues without getting personal and keeping the conversation in a way that you can respect each other but still disagree on things. Work on lobbying, critical thinking, all these great skills we're going to work on here throughout class. So while we're doing all these different activities, they're going to learn this content and they'll be learning these skills and practicing these skills as well. What you guys need for class, so obviously we've been going for a few weeks here already, but just so you know, there is no textbook for this class, so there's a concern about no textbook being home. There isn't a book, okay? I like to have a 3-ring binder or a folder to keep track of what their other materials. We do a lot of stuff online now through Google Classroom, but at the same time, I would love for them to have a little bit of paper, writing utensil as well. We'll use Google Classroom as the primary way we turn work in and hand work out online, but if we do have issues of terms of not able to get access to the internet and stuff, I find ways to get around that. We may use another program called Schoology when we set up our committee in full session. When we have committee in full session, all the kids are mixed up between sections, so I may use that as a different way to get information out to kids and let them have online discussions regarding committee in full session through a program called Schoology. So there are a few major assignments we have in the class, and I'll explain a few of them. So first one we just did was our party deck paper. Kids just handed us one on Monday. Basically them explaining what political party they feel that they belong to, and why. And so they had to prove some issues and prove some specific evidence to say, hey, I really belong to this party. Later on, we'll do our bill writing. We're going to write a bill about a topic of our choosing with a small group of people. They're also going to write what's called position paper, essentially a short paper explaining why their bill needs to be passed and why they feel their bill is uh, the right option to solve the problem that's there. During committee prep, they'll be writing speeches, so they'll write speeches to present to committee. Also, in full session, have a chance for kids to do both prepared and impromptu speeches about the bills that are being debated. And lastly, our final exam, quote unquote exam, air quotes, will be a project based exam where kids will have a chance to write and create a project to really show what they've learned this semester and to prove that they've understood and they understand how we use the skills that we develop over the course of the semester. I'll show you my grading policy real quick here. So we have an 80-20 thing. So we do 80% of the work in the semester, 20% for the final exam. Because it's a written final exam, I put a little more oomph on it that way. It's not like a big multiple choice test, but instead a written reflective exam. But 50% of the grade will be the major assignments and quizzes. So you have these major assignments here, okay? Plus quizzes that are given once every 2 or 3 weeks, 20-point content quizzes to make sure kids are keeping up on those content materials there. We've had 1 quiz so far and 2 major projects turned in, the party deck paper, as well as a 3-issue essay that count as a major assignment as well. There are some daily work as well, so voting logs and issue assignments, current issue stuff, online responses, discussions we do, it's all daily work. And also we have participation, both your individual participation in class, as well as the group participation when kids work in groups. I do that both through my observation as well as a student self-evaluation as well by the students. So a couple little things here. There is a text reminder program I have. I'll be sending, actually, I want you to ignore this right here. I'm going to change it right now. It's actually HP Gov, SPH Gov 16. And I'll also send down the email a little thing that says a chance to sign up for Remind a text message service. What this is right here, text message service that allows you to get updates on homework and those kind of things. I send out to the students, and a lot of students signed up for it. They've enjoyed it so far. I do have a Twitter account. Feel free to follow me at Mr. Moose_history. I have a class Twitter for government going up soon, hopefully. I try to update Skyward every week if I can. It gets a little hard sometimes when so much stuff is coming at me. So, every week or 2 weeks I have everything updated. So if something's wrong, contact me, ask me a question. I'll double check everything, make sure it's all good. I make mistakes, and I want to make sure I get everything taken care of. One thing I'll do a little differently is flip material. So I'll take some video lectures like this here, and I'll put it online so it's accessible at home and at school. I usually post on YouTube, as you guys are seeing right now, but I can also put it on a jump drive. So if there's some access issues, maybe you don't have reliable internet, those kind of things, I just need you or your student to come talk to me, let me know, and I'll hook them up with a jump drive that has the notes, those kind of things on them, ready to go. So just, it's kind of a cool way. We've tried it a few times this semester already. Kids seem to really enjoy it so far, and I haven't had too many problems with it yet. But if there's an issue, just got to let me know. All you guys got to do. Get a hold of me, just so you know. My email is on here, so it's the best way to get a hold of me. My email does go right to my phone, so I usually try to respond ASAP. My phone's on here. My classroom phone is on here as well. Usually I'm at school in the mornings, before school by 6:45, after school to at least 4:30, 5 o'clock, depending on meetings, appointments, those kind of things, just so you know. If you have any questions or comments, please send them my way. If I don't see you during parent-teacher conferences, just shoot me a message or give me a shout. I'll look forward to working as a semester, okay? And I'll try to send some updates your way as we go. So thank you for watching. I look forward to working with you and your students over the course of the semester. Thank you.